Arnes, are you excited about the Heisei series? We're finally going to get into the late 80s, early 90s of the Godzilla era. Arguably, probably, I would say the best era of Godzilla. Or any giant monster movies, period. Too bad, because we're doing some more Showa films. But at least this time it's King Kong Escapes. The second Toho King Kong movie. Next to King Kong vs. Godzilla. What's your problem, man?
I seen that movie.
How did you? I like this movie. It's a super fun movie. It has Doctor Who in it. Not the Doctor Who you're thinking of. He's not British.
He's Chinese British. Or Japanese British.
He's got white hair like a mad scientist, so I can...
No.
The henchwoman name is Piranha?
No.
No?
No.
You want to explain to the Good Rangers the plot of this film?
There's a monkey.
It's a gorilla. Continue.
Okay. And mad scientist Doctor Who makes a robot monkey. So the robot monkey can dig to get the plutonium or Weapon X or whatever that thing is called. I have no idea.
Mysterious substance.
Yeah. Ooh, it's supposed to be like 100 times stronger than plutonium. And the monkey tries digging for it.
Can't do it.
Can do it. Magnetic fields messes up, fries up his chip. So he's like, the lady was like, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull my funding. He's like, you can't do that. I got a better idea. Why don't we just go kidnap the real King Kong?
Because that's going to work out.
So they tear gas the crap out of the guy.
And they use it for slave labor. Eventually he breaks out.
Literally. The funny thing is, he's like, once the King Kong starts digging, he looks at her, he's like, ha ha ha, my robot could never do this. Ha 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 ha. I was like, you're admitting to sucking?
Yes, the robot could not do what King Kong did, dig into the cave. Yet they sicked the robot monkey on King Kong in order to try and defeat him.
What?
Yeah, whatever.
Like, it makes no sense. Like,
yeah, but for the plot, it's cool. Like, I like how the beginning of the movie starts like as an expedition, because you have Commander Carl, you got Lieutenant Susan, and Lieutenant Commander Jiro? Whatever the Japanese actor's name is. I know it's Akira. It's the actual actor. But
the names definitely sound like the 80s or, 70s action figures.
I just like Commander Carl. Guy's the best name ever, and he's a badass in this movie.
No, he's not.
Also, Lieutenant Susan, Linda Miller. Literally like the hottest girl in all of Godzilla movies.
This isn't Godzilla, this is King Kong.
It's Toho, it's the same thing.
No, it's not.
Literally the same thing.
Oh, it's not.
Gorosaurus is in this movie. They're literally connected.
No, they're not.
Yep, it's fine. But they go on an expedition, they find Kong, they find Gorosaurus, they have the epic Kong versus T-Rex fight like they did in the original movie. He even breaks his jaw open.
It was horrible. Like, the T-Rex or whatever that Gorosaurus. Like, was just whooping Kong's butt for like 5 minutes. Every time Kong tries to run towards him, he just jumps up and like...
Yeah, he does like kangaroo kicks.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And then, how Kong defeats him?
Go.
I was like, oh, violence.
Yep. Saves good old Linda Miller. And then when they try to escape the island, they get attacked by the sea serpent thing.
But for some odd
Just
reason,
like in the original movie.
But for some odd reason, I figure out Kong has a fetish of choking himself. Literally, if you watch that scene, like, just pay attention, and you can see he's putting the snake around his neck, and he's like...
No, he's fighting it. He's trying to keep it off of him. It just looks like he's trying to asphyxiate himself.
He was like, oh yes, that's my thing, that's the spot, oh yeah.
Yeah, and then poor King Kong gets tear gas and then gets sent to the mines.
I like the subliminal messaging light they use on him to hypnotize him.
Because that's why they have the flashing siren head on top of Mecha Kong.
And then
to keep him in line.
The best weapon that the metal King Kong has is his eyeball flashlights. He was like, what, you're standing up? And King Kong's like, no!
No, why? He's got little grenades on his pouch. Where he goes a click and he drops them.
No. His best asset is his flashlight lights. He's like,
I'll give you that one.
And he's like, no, I can't see now. I'm like, how do you get him every time in the eyeballs?
Yeah, and then he gets defeated because he falls off a skyscraper. Well, not really a skyscraper. It's like a radio tower.
Yeah.
But it's funny, too, because, again, kind of goes along the same beats of the original, where the end monster is eventually defeated by gravity.
Yeah. That's it.
But Kong saves the day. Even though he was pulling out his leg and stuff, but yeah.
Can we get to the acting?
What's wrong with the acting? I actually really like the acting of this movie. The voice act, the dubbing, okay, I'll give it to you. The acting's actually not that bad in this movie.
The main female character.
Well, of course, that's her role in a Kong movie. You have the hot chick that's gonna be enticed by King Kong, and she's just gonna sit there and fall down and scream at everything.
No. Listen. Look. She's like, like
Having a seizure?
Like 5 minutes after she falls, you hear the sound.
Does she need a spoon?
Yeah. Yeah, she does.
But most of the other acting's really good in this movie.
Everybody,
that never really bothered me.
She over exaggerates like every single scene.
Yeah, but it's a 60s monsters movie. What you gonna do?
I get she's hot, but still.
60s monster movie, man. What about Commander Carl? Guy's awesome.
Amazing. His name just wins. Just wins.
It's pretty much between him and the guy from Final Wars. Is probably my favorite American actor in these movies. Glenn's pretty high up there, though, for Monster Zero. I do enjoy me some Glenn.
It's Commander Carl. You can't go wrong.
God, I wish he was an action figure. Here's my Commander Carl. That's what we need. I need a Mecha Kong, King Kong, and Commander Carl. Also, Linda Miller. Appreciate it. Especially since she's going to be at G-Fest, which was one of the reasons. She's going to be at G-Fest this year. So we wanted to do this video because, again, King Kong Escapes is kind of going to be a thing there a little bit. So wanted to do this video for it. Let's talk about the suits.
Let's not. Trust me, you don't want to
Let's
go there.
talk about the Kong suit.
No, you really, really don't want to go there.
Which I'll give you that one. It's not pretty.
That thing.
If you thought the King Kong vs. Godzilla suit was kind of meh, it doesn't get better with this movie. It kind of reminds me of the puppet from King Kong vs. Godzilla. Or at least what they use for the close-up shots where he's like drinking the red berry juice and getting drunk, which I don't know why they just didn't use that. Why not just get Kong drunk and just have him go do what he wants to in the mine?
That's so horrible. Like it's sad when the Godzilla, the Mecha King Kong, looks freaking amazing compared to the other suits.
Yeah, I actually really love Mecha Kong. Like, I like his overall aesthetics, other than the lights atop his head is a little bit weird.
Don't worry, King Kong fixes that.
Oh, yes, he does. But he has, like, weapons on his belt and stuff. Like, I always thought he was pretty cool. It's still weird, like, there's always, like, every one of the Toho, like, hero monsters, there's a mechanical version of them, though.
Yeah.
Because you got Godzilla and Kong. I'm surprised they never did Mecha Mothra. Ever? You wouldn't know. But there isn't one. That would be cool. Why isn't there? Why, Treadmasters, you're failing me. Where's my Mecha Mothra? I need it.
But yeah, those suits. Oh. And even that T-Rex thing.
Gorosaurus is awesome looking.
Oh.
Gorosaurus is probably my favorite monster in this movie, at least in terms of aesthetics. But we've seen him in other films as well, though.
Yeah, when he fights, you can literally see like the person inside of it, like actually moves his arms. You can see like the arms poking out of the suit, like not literally poking through the suit, like you can see like the elbow and stuff.
Like you can see like it through the rubber, through the rubber and whatnot.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
still cool though. Like I love his ginormous head, and he has those little arms. It's adorable. And he kangaroo kicks everybody. He's literally the most acrobatic monster that we have. It's awesome.
You're not proving this to be a good movie, Steve.
It was amazing. You shut your mouth. For the props, nothing really stands out for me personally, though.
No.
Like, for the most part, especially for the 60s, it's not like there's anything really stand-outish in this film. Like, overall, it works for me. Granted, the submarine does look like a toy. Almost all the time.
It is a toy. All the time. And then that horrible helicopter. God. Lego makes better shapes than that thing. Atrocious.
Because everything is awesome. Everything is cool. Team.
I know it sounds like I'm bashing on this movie. That's because I am.
So in the end, I actually recommend this movie to you guys. I personally enjoy this film a lot. Granted, the con suit could be better, but still is actually cool to see him interacting with a bunch of different monsters in this movie. Get to see him fight a mechanical con, and the acting in it for me is not that bad, and it has Linda Miller, who is literally like the hottest person ever in these movies.
The only positive thing about this movie is Linda. I'll tell you that right now. The only thing positive about the movie is just her presence in this. What makes it worth watching. Anything else?
Forgot Commander Carl. God.
That's just the name. It's not the character. It's the name that's winning.
You know, Doctor Who. I love everybody's names in this movie. Everybody's awesome names.
But like the characters themselves are just horrible. Like, God.
Like, granted, they are very stereotypical and a little bit over exaggerations on those, but that's what makes this movie kind of different.
I'm sorry. I just can't recommend this, man. It's like, I remember watching this movie a long time ago, and then when I started watching it, I was like, oh, I remember this. Oh, no.
Oh.
No.
So this is like I remembered it back in the day. Sci-Fi Channel, why do you lie to me?
So for some odd reason, it looked better on a Sci-Fi Channel than it did on here.
Well, because let's say last time I seen this movie, other than when when it recently came out, I think last year, I was able to pick it up on DVD. It came in like a 3-pack.
Oh.
Came with the Peter Jackson con and King Kong vs. Godzilla, which I already had like 3 other versions of it on DVD because I keep finding them at yard sales. The other time I saw this was when Sci-Fi would used to do the marathons.
Yeah.
And you'd have like the Blue Oyster Cult Godzilla song playing in the background during like each of the intermissions. And it was amazing. It's also the first time I got to watch Godzilla vs. the Smog Monster. And was super terrified of that movie as a kid.
Thanks for reminding me another thing I hate about that movie. There's all those little special sound effects that pop up when when certain monster pops up. Every time the Mecha King Kong pops out, there's like that robot beeping noise in background, and then King Kong pops up and it's like this happy music, and no.
So it's like Gamera.
Yes.
Sweet.
No, not sweet. No. I don't recommend it, I'm sorry.
Alright, would you recommend it to people that love kaiju movies?
Yes.
I would definitely say, like, if you don't like giant monster movies, this isn't going to sway you in that direction.
This is just going to push you further away.
It's kind of like, I don't want to say as bad as some of the later Gamera movies. Other than Zegra's cool. But, for the most part, if you're a fan of kaiju movies, you will love this.
Yeah. It's a definitely kaiju feeling in it, you know?
Yeah. Which again, so here's why I love this movie a lot.
It's got the monster fights.
It's got good action. Love the acting. Works for me.
So it works out for that, but for anybody else...
But anyways, have you guys seen King Kong Escapes? Please let us know in the comment section below if you guys enjoyed this movie as much as I did. And help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button. Subscribe, become a ranger today. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.